another vlog. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sundaiklove. I hope you stick around, subscribe, and join the family because we have family over here, okay?
Okay.
I'm just getting ready for work. I just did my makeup. I'm about to do my hair. I have a very short 40-minute meeting in Kawasaki, and that's all I'm gonna say. I like to keep my work life private because
I've had issues with multiple stalkers. Also,
I know it's so hard because all of my subscribers are so awesome and beautiful, but there are actually a lot of crazy, mean, awful, dangerous people out there in the world, and yeah, safety first. For example, the amount of racism and just people absolutely hating me for being black that I have experienced in my life is mind-blowing. Like, I'm very grateful for all of my subscribers, the black ones, the brown ones, the white, all of them. Extra thank you to all the ones that are not racist and support me. I really do appreciate y'all. I hope your beautiful soul gets passed down because this world is crazy. It starts with us. Y'all, things have been... That was 2 humping flies.
Bruh.
Things have been so crazy. Literally last night, my sister called me with a full-on rant talking about how she's ready to move. California is too ghetto. And like, as she's going on this rant, she's pulling into work and trying to find a parking spot. She was like, oh, I found one. Never mind, there's a dead chicken in the spot. Y'all, a dead chicken? Why is there a dead chicken in the hospital parking lot? Stuff is getting wild. Yes, Ducci. Oh, I'm planning a trip to Europe coming up with the twins, and I wanted y'all's feedback on, like, what is going on over there. Anyways, I gotta get dressed. All dressed. That actually didn't take that long. But yeah, I was saying, I have a lot of travel plans this year. I'm supposed to be going to Italy and Spain with the twins in October, and I'm so excited. But then we saw, like, on the news, they're wetting people with water hoses in Barcelona, and they don't want no tourists over there. Y'all, let me know what's going on. Like, if you're over there, let me know the tea, because if someone wets my hair, I'm going to jail. Also, I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna be going to Ghana in December. This has been probably one of the biggest travel bucket list items ever, but I have been so scared to go to Africa because it is such an important trip. I've been putting it off for literally my entire life. My grandma used to go every single year. I wish I had tagged along at least once. But yeah, basically it's just too important, so I've just put it on the back burner. But my sister is going, and I have a friend, Corinthia, my friend here. She's half Japanese, half Ghanaian. She grew up over there. She's gonna be there in December as well. So I feel a lot more comfortable going, knowing that I have someone who knows the area. They know where to stay, what to do, and I don't have to stress myself out trying to research literally everything because I'm a big planner when I travel and this trip is important. So I could see the stress. Also, my sister went last year and she knows everything. So I think the trip will be a lot more relaxing. Yeah, those are my travel plans. I'm really excited. Let me know if you guys are traveling anywhere this year, especially if you're coming to Japan. I know like tourists are just an issue literally in every country, but it's what keeps them afloat. Like, they need the money, you know, so I don't really know. Ooh, like places like Kyoto, like you can't even walk, there be so many people peak season. Comment down below what you think they should do about this over tourism problem. It's not just Barcelona, but it's in Japan. It's everywhere, y'all. Ugh, protein shake it is. I don't have enough time to eat. I'm just gonna have like a protein shake. The meeting is really short, so it's fine. Was anyone going to tell me that protein bars were nasty? I bought a billion of these things, all different brands and flavors, and I promise you all of them taste like chalk. Why are people lying on the internet? And now I got 50 boxes of trash. I'm hoping I can give them away to somebody so they don't go to waste, but who wants to eat dookie bars? So this is like protein milk that you can get here in Japan. It's 21 grams. And then I put an extra 20-gram scoop of protein powder in here and shake it up. And sometimes also a scoop of collagen peptides, which is another 10 grams of protein. Obviously, it's best if you get your protein from food, but not right now. Okay, let's go. The sun is coming out, so instead of staying inside, I'm gonna go to the cafe and work, which, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, is no longer a dangerous activity.
I'm in danger!
Unless you have NordVPN. NordVPN allows you to browse the web through an encrypted tunnel, keeping things like your IP address, your geographical location, and all of your personal information private. Not only am I often working all over the place outside of my house and I wanted to be protected, but the main reason I got it actually was so that I can watch all of my shows. A lot of these anime sites you can't even access here in in Japan, the amount of work I be doing, y'all, the stress levels would be unmanageable if I didn't have NordVPN so I could watch my shows. Working from a lot of these public Wi-Fi networks can actually be very dangerous. Don't wait until something bad happens. Protect yourself now. Their threat protection will keep you safe against all kind of stuff. Malware, hackers, ads. They also have this super cool dark web monitor that will help track and see who has access to your information. I found that my password was leaked on like 8 different sites, y'all. I went in and changed everything immediately. It's super easy to set up. Just one click and you're connected. Also, they are the fastest VPN service out there. They have some really cool deals going on right now. With the purchase of a 2-year plan, you can get 4 extra months and up to 20 gigabytes of Sally's eSIM data. Sally's is an eSIM that can provide you internet service wherever you travel. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee if you wanted to check them out. I'm gonna have links and all the information down below in the description box. Thanks again, NordVPN, for sponsoring today's video. We want money, and we want it 30 years from now. Okay, fam, welcome to Sunday's study session. Y'all asked for this, so you better not click off the video if it get boring. Alrighty, so today we are talking finances. Y'all blew up the comments and my DM. Seems like everybody was interested in like a basic overview of how to invest in the stock market, so that's what we're gonna do real quick right now. Honestly, I am so disappointed with the way that we are brought up in America. I don't know how it is in other countries. We're brought up to keep the poor poor and the rich richer. There are so many things that if you known early on, like you could have been successful by now. Investing is definitely one of them. I did study politics and business in university, so I got a little head start. It is never too late to start. Whether you are in your teens, 30s, 50s, it doesn't matter. Starting now is better than not starting at all. If you're anything like me and you just want to hear the ka-ching, let me give you an example. If you had invested $500 a month with like an annual return of around 10%, after 30 years, you would have right under $1 million. That's just all free money. I didn't do nothing. All I did was click a button. Yeah.
You smell that? What is that? Opportunity.
So this is going to be a very basic entry-level overview of how to invest in the stock market. I'm not a professional, guys. Be sure to do your own research and talk to a professional before you get into all this stuff. I'm just here to help you, girl. I'm just here to help the fam out, a little whisper in the ear.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
All right, first of all, what is investing and why invest? It's just putting your money into something like stocks, real estate, crypto in hopes of making more in the future. Why? Because if your money is outside in the wild, as I like to call it, you are losing a lot of money to inflation. Not to mention, you could be putting your money into something that could be making you more money instead of just having it sit in your savings account losing value. Some of the common things I hear is like investing is risky.
Smart decision, young man. We can put that check in a money market mutual fund. Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
It's super complicated. You need a lot of money. None of these are true. Matter of fact, I actually think it's riskier to have your money in a bank and not in these investments. That's just my personal opinion. All right, how to invest in the stock market. Number 1, you need to open up a brokerage account. There are multiple platforms for this, and I don't really know how it is for other countries, but for us in the US, we have Fidelity and Vanguard are the top 2 ones that everyone use. I use Fidelity. I like that one a lot better, and I think Vanguard has like some kind of annual or monthly fee. I don't really know, but I like Fidelity. For my crypto portfolio, I use Robinhood, and I do not recommend that platform. It is trash. Also, if you're just getting into investments, I also don't even recommend investing in crypto in the first place. It's very risky, but I like to have a very diverse portfolio, so I do have crypto as well. All right, I'm gonna open up one of my actual investment accounts. I do have multiple, but I'm just gonna show one today for demonstration purposes because I think it'd be better if you could actually see what I'm talking about. So you open up a brokerage account. I like Fidelity. Now, what kind of account do you want? I have a Roth IRA, which is a retirement account, and then I also have individual accounts, which aren't retirement accounts. If you have a job, be sure to check with your company if you have a 401k, which is also a retirement account, what kind of situation they have with your paychecks for retirement. If you're like me and you pretty much just work for yourself, you might want to open up your own retirement account, which is what I have. That's a Roth IRA. I don't even highly recommend. You absolutely need to. You absolutely should have a retirement account. Everyone, whether that be with your job, 401k, or a Roth IRA, everyone needs one. I'm not gonna get into all the specifics of exactly what a Roth IRA is, but the main thing that you need to know is that there is a limit of how much you can invest every year. Why is this account so amazing? Why did they cap it? So you put your money in that you make after taxes, and while it's in there, whatever you make, you're not going to get taxed on. And when it's time to retire and it's time to pull that money out, that money you don't have to pay taxes on either. The next step is to transfer money into your brokerage account. All you gotta do is like link your bank account, and then you can make transfers between your bank and the brokerage account. Easy, right? It's pretty easy so far. Honestly, it's actually mind-blowing how easy it is to invest. It's more so once you get started, you're gonna find that you have all kind of different questions, and there's so many different things to get into, but actually investing is really easy. Now that you have your money in your account, the next thing is to invest. Now, you can invest in stocks or bonds. I'm not gonna get into all the details, but bonds are safer. Instead of investing in a company, you are loaning that company money in hopes of making some kind of money in the future off of the interest. Now, stocks are a little piece of ownership in the business. You become a shareholder, and shareholders get a little bit of profit and dividends if the company is doing well. You can buy individual stocks like just Tesla or just McDonald's, or the main thing I recommend and what I'm mostly doing and going to be talking about, which is buying index funds. Think of an index fund as like a basket of a bunch of different companies. This I highly recommend because you don't gotta do much thinking. Also, it's a lot safer because you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. This basket has a bunch of stuff. For example, if McDonald's tanks, so does all of your investment. However, if you have something in all of these, if one of them's not doing so well, it's fine. It's safer, it's more balanced. I'm sure you've heard of things like the S&P 500, which mirrors the top 500 companies in the United States. That's a very, very popular index fund, and that's the one that I recommend everybody get. So we're gonna go in here, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to invest, and I'm also gonna give you some of my favorites. So here's the homepage. My favorite tab is position. That's where I can see all of the different things that I've invested in, how they're doing. I mostly just pay attention to the total gains column, and we're up. We're always up. Now, the first thing that I found that was so confusing when I was just starting off is the name of these stocks. For example, the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. That's the name. It's shortened to this abbreviation, which is FXAIX. These are called ticker symbols. So that's what you're going to use to look up like the names of all of these stocks. So you can see here, this is one of my accounts, and I'll let you see everything I invested in this account. I have a lot of risky things. I have things that some people have recommended to me. I have things that I like. We got the Dollar Tree, Tesla, Google, American Express, Meta, which has been getting on my last nerve, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia. And in my other account, I have like things that I've actually done research on. For example, semiconductors. I know that they're doing really well. I invested in that very early, and a lot of stocks related to real estate. So if you want to just copy this, I don't care. Totally up to you. If you want to do your own research, which I highly recommend you do, and invest in those, definitely go for it. I don't have many bonds in this account, which are safer because I am a much riskier investor, but I think the only two bonds I have in this account is FUAMX. It's a treasury bond, and FXNAX.
You need to diversify your bonds, nigga.
All right, so we're gonna jump into the computer, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to buy stock in Fidelity. Up at the top, this little search, all you gotta do is type in the ticker symbol of the stock that you're looking for. For example, FXAIX. There it is, Fidelity 500 Index Fund. Click on that. The only other thing I will say about buying these stocks is make sure it has a low fee, which is called an expense ratio. Expense ratio of like 1 to 3% is actually bad. I know that sounds small, but over time that's going to accumulate to like hundreds of thousands of dollars. You need a very low expense ratio. I think I aim for like 0.5% max. Now, this page is going to look very intimidating. There's a lot of information, but again, the only thing I want you to pay attention to is the expense ratio, 0.015%. Another thing that you could look at is the minimum to invest. It says 0. There are a lot where the minimum could be like $500. So there's no minimum amount that you need to invest. All right, all you're gonna do is click buy. Next, you're gonna click on the type of account you have. Again, I have a Roth IRA, which is my retirement account, and an individual account. And then you can put how much money you want to invest into this. Guys, you can invest anything. Just start with whatever you got. So I'm gonna do 150 just for demonstration purposes. You click preview order, place the order. Now, these trades will be executed Monday to Friday or whenever the market is open. If the market is currently closed, it'll do it once it opens. And it's that easy. Try not to pay attention to this. The goal is to hold this money for 30 plus years. Never ever sell anything. Don't get intimidated. Don't get scared. Just let it do what it does. Matter of fact, the more red I see, the more excited I get, because that means it's a great time to buy. Like when everybody was panicking during COVID, I was in here dropping cash. I was buying all kind of stuff. There's a super safe, foolproof way that you can make money in the future for your retirement or for whatever the flip that does not take a lot of knowledge, time, energy, information. I'm going to show you that as well. Alright, FXAIX. This is the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. It mirrors the S&P 500, which directly tracks the biggest 500 companies in the United States. Next is FSKAX. This is a total market index fund, similar to the S&P 500, but a little bit more diverse. It invests in the largest 3,874 companies in the United States. And FSPSX. This is an international index fund. It tracks the largest 800 or so companies outside of the US. Now, if this sounds confusing, it's really not. Just open up a brokerage account, put some money in there, and buy these very safe stocks. Even if you just buy these, you'll be set so that you're earning some kind of cash in the future. The S&P 500, for example, is very safe, and it has always had some kind of return on investment. So even if you just do that, it's better than doing nothing. My very last bit of advice is how you actually invest throughout time. I highly recommend that you dollar cost average into the market. Please look that up. It just basically means you're going to invest a specific amount of money consistently, whether that's once a week, every Monday, twice a month, once a month, whatever you can do and whatever amount you can do. This will ensure that your account is very safe and actually making progress over time. This method has actually been proven to be like one of the safest ways to make profit over time, so that's what I highly recommend. Also, you can set up reoccurring transfers and investments, so you don't even have to do anything. If you don't want to actually think about it, go in here and do all that stuff. I have reoccurring transfers for all of my accounts twice a month, and then I also go in one more time to just play around and invest in things that I feel like. So highly recommend that you dollar cost average into the market just to ensure that you get some profit and it's safe. Again, you could be a millionaire in a couple of years. This is actually insane to me. I think everybody should be doing it. If you guys have any questions, again, I will try to answer them, but I'm not a professional. I'm just out here trying to help y'all out. Please look into this stuff because I think it's very important and we need to be winning. There's enough success in this world for all of us. We're not gatekeeping no information over here. If you guys appreciate this section of the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Once you get the hang of things, investing really isn't that scary or difficult. The thing that I find difficult is maintaining a home. I work a lot and it just seems like every time I turn around, there is something that needs to be done in this house. Like even after I get done cleaning, there's always something that needs to be cleaned. So my work weeks consist of balancing all kind of things. My corporate job, YouTube, my other businesses, all of my future businesses and projects, Ducci, friends, working out, my health, the vegetable garden, and the most time-consuming task of all, keeping this house clean.
Yes, it's your fault.
So I got this couch from IKEA a while ago. Of course I got it in white, and of course that was a bad idea. Did I care? No, I got it anyways. But I am so happy that I got a couch where all of the covers come off and I can actually wash it. How on earth do y'all have sofas that you can't wash? I have no idea. Like the amount of junk that gets on this thing, I don't know if I noticed because it's white. Even if it wasn't, it'd still be the same amount of junk. I can't do it. I wish I had a leather one, but I know the cat would scratch it to pieces, so cloth it is. I'm gonna remove everything because I have a bunch of people coming over this month and they're pretty much sleeping over almost every other day, and I need to wash this because almost everyone I know is allergic to cats, and Ducci be rubbing all up on this thing.